Welcome back. So now we're going to continue with our exercise on fraction, and now we're going to talk about subtraction of mixed fractions with unlike denominators. And some of these questions are going to involve regrouping or borrowing of number from the whole number. But before we proceed, let's consider the following steps. By subtracting mixed fraction, there might arise a situation whereby the fractions to be subtracted is greater than the fractions from which it is being subtracted. In this case, we have to follow the following steps. So the step 1 is that we subtract the whole number of the fractional part first. Step 2, we subtract the fractional part. Step 3, we find the LCM of the fractions. Step 4, as we have seen in step 3, where we cannot subtract, then we have to borrow one from the whole number of the mixed fraction in form of the common denominator. When you borrow in form of the common denominator. So when you borrow in form of the common denominator, that is 9 over 9 or 2 over 2 or 3 over 3 as the case may be, you should note that 3 over 3 is the same thing as 1. So when you subtract your number from the whole number, you can subtract in form of the common denominator either 3 over 3, and that is 1. So for instance, if you subtract 3 over 3 from 4, that is going to give you 3. That is 4 minus 3 over 3 will give us 3. So please take note of that when we are borrowing as we proceed in the exercise. So step 5, after regrouping, we then proceed and find the difference of the fractions. Step 6, we reduce the fraction to the lowest value as the case may be, or we leave it in mixed fraction. So let's proceed with our examples on subtraction of mixed fractions with unlike denominators. So question 1 says we should subtract 9 whole number 1 over 2 minus 4 whole number 1 over 3. Now given 9 whole number 1 over 2 minus 4 whole number 1 over 3. Now we can use different methods to solve this particular question, and I'm going to show you at least 2 methods we can use to solve mixed fractions with unlike denominator. Now let's call this first method. Now we proceed by multiplying the denominator by the whole number, that is 9 times 2 plus the numerator 1 over 2 minus 4 times 3 plus 1 over 3. Now let's continue with this evaluation. 9 times 2 will give me 18 plus 1 over 2 minus 4 times 3 will give me 12 plus 1 over 3. Now we can proceed. 18 plus 1 will give me 19 over 2 minus 13 over 3. Now the next thing I need to do here is to find my LCM. And you can use different method to find your LCM. So we have 2, 3. This is called repeated division method. So we have 2. Let's start with 2, the smallest value, 1. 2 cannot go in 3. You have your 3. 3 in 3 is 1. So my LCM here now is going to be 3 times 2, which will give me 6. Now that I've determined my LCM to be 6, I'm going to divide the LCM by the denominators given to us. So 2 can go in 6. How many times? 2 can go in 6 3 times. So we have 3 times 19 minus 3 can go in 6. How many times? 2. So we have 2 times 13. Now 3 times 19, that's going to give me 57 minus 2 times 13, that's going to give me 26 divided by the lowest common multiple 6. So we proceed. 57 minus 26, that's going to give me 31 over 6. Now we cannot leave our answer like this. We can still simplify further, or we express our answer in mixed fraction. So how can we go about this? You can take your long division method. 6 can go in 31 how many times? 5. 5 times 6, that will give us 30. So 31 minus 30 will give me 1. Now my remainder is 1. Therefore, my final answer is going to be 5 whole number, the remainder 1 over your LCM 6. So 5 whole number 1 over 6 will be our answer. Now let's try the second method. So for the second method, all you need to do is to subtract the whole number first. You consider the whole number, that is 9 minus 4, and that is going to give you 5. Now let's proceed with the fractions. 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3. Our LCM, as we have determined earlier, is what? Is 6. Now that my LCM is 6, I can say 2 in 6, or better still, let's use butterfly method. Let's use butterfly method. So using butterfly method, we just have to multiply the denominators to find your LCM. So 2 times 3 will give me 6. Now the next thing I need to do is to multiply the fractions diagonally, then I subtract. So this will be 3 times 1 minus 2 times 1. And 3 times 1 will give me 3 minus 2. This will give me 1 over 6. Then I'm going to bring down my whole number, which is 5. 5 whole number 1 over 6, which is still the same thing as the answer we have here. So with this now, I need you to choose the best method you want. I know you want to go for the simplest method, which is the second method, but I will advise you to stick to the first method because it has less error, unlike the second method. So let's proceed with the second question. Let's use the first method. Using the first method, that is 2 whole number 4 over 8 minus 1 whole number 2 over 3. So what do we need to do for the first method is to multiply your denominator by the whole number, and you add your numerator. That is 2 times 8 plus 4 over 8 minus 1 times 3 plus 2 over 3. Now 2 times 8 will give me 16 plus 4 over 8 minus 3. 1 times 3 is 3 plus 2 over 3. So we proceed. This will give me 20 over 8 minus 5 over 3. Now the next thing I need to do now is to find my LCM. So let's find our LCM. That is 3 and 8. 3 in 3 is 1. 3 cannot go in 8, you write it. 8 in 8, 1, 1. So your LCM is going to be 8 times 3. And 8 times 3, that's going to give you 24. Now that we have determined our LCM to be 24, now I'm going to divide this LCM by each denominator given here. So 8 can go in 24 how many times? 8 can go in 24 3 times. So I'm going to multiply by the numerator. 3 times 20 minus 3 can go in 24 how many times? 8 times 5. So this will give me 3 times 20 will be 60 minus 8 times 5, that will give me 40 over 24, which is the LCM. Now 640 will give me 20 over 24. So we can still simplify further by dividing each number by 4. So 4 divided by 20, 24 divided by 4. So 4 divided by 20 is going to give me 5, and 4 in 24 will give me 6. Therefore, 5 over 6 will be my final answer. So let's proceed with the second method. So using the second method, all we need to do is to add up the whole number first. And what are the whole number? We have 2 whole number and 1 whole number, and that's going to give me 1. Now let's find the difference of the fractions. That is 4 over 8 minus 2 over 3. Don't forget our LCM is 24. So we don't need to find that again. Now in this particular question now, I'm going to show you where you need to regroup by borrowing from this whole number. Now let's proceed. If I continue with this, I'm going to be having 24. If I use butterfly method, same method here, I'll be having 12 minus 16. Now you can see in this case 12 minus 16 is giving me minus 2 over 24. That is, we cannot subtract 2 over 3 from 4 over 8. So what we need to do in this case now is to borrow 1 from this whole number. In form of the denominator of this 4 over 8. And what is the denominator of 4 over 8? It is 8. So we are going to borrow 1. This is 1. In this form, 8 over 8. So this will give me 0. That is, I've already borrowed 1 from 1. 1 minus 1 will give me 0. Now I'm going to add this 8 over 8 to this 4 over 8 so as to increase the number for easy evaluation. So I'm going to be having 4 over 8 plus 8 over 8 minus 2 over 3. Don't need this. Now, for this fraction here, we're having addition of fractions with like denominator. Since they're having like denominator, we're just going to add up directly. minus 23. So this will give me 12 over 8 minus 2 over 3. Now in this case now, I can now multiply diagonally using my butterfly method. Then still consider my LCM. My LCM still remains 24. So I'll be having 12 times 3 minus 8 times 2. Now 12 times 3 will give me 36 minus 16 over 24. Now 36 minus 16 will give me 20 over 24. Now we can reduce this fraction here by dividing both fraction by 4. 4 in 20 is 5 and 4 in 24 is 6. So we are still having the same answer as the first method. So choose any method of your choice. Now let's solve more questions. We still have 2 more examples to solve. So using the first method, all we need to do here is to multiply the whole number by 6 and we add it to the numerator. That is 9 times 6 plus 1 over 6 minus 5 times 2 plus 1 over 2. Now 9 times 6 is going to give me 54 plus 1 over 6 minus 10 plus 1 over 2. So 54 plus 1 will give me 55 over 6 minus 10 plus 1 will give me 11 over 2. Now let me find the LCM. What will be our LCM here? 2 in 2, 1. 2 in 6 is 3. 3 in 3, 1, 1. Therefore, my LCM is going to be 3 times 2, which will give me 6. Now that I've determined my LCM to be 6, I'm going to be having 6 here. 6 can go in 6. 1 how many times? 1. So 1 times 55. Minus 2 can go in 6. How many times? 3. 3 times 11. So I'll be having 55 minus 33 over 6. So 55 minus 33 is going to give me 22 over 6. I can still reduce further. What number can I use to reduce without a remainder? 2. So let's divide this number by 2. 2 can go in 22 how many times? 11 times. 2 can go in 6 how many times? 3 times. So this is our answer in fraction. So we can still simplify further by expressing this fraction in mixed fraction. That is, we divide 11 by 3. 3 can go in 11 how many times? 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 11 minus 9 will give me 2. So we're having 2 as a remainder. Therefore, my final answer will be 3 whole number, the remainder 2 over 3. So 3 whole number, 2 over 3 will be our final answer. Now let's use the second method to figure out this same question, and let's see if it's going to give us 3 whole number, 2 over 6. Now using the second approach, so I'm going to subtract the whole number first. That's 9 minus 5 equals to 4. And now let's subtract the fractions. That's 1 over 6 minus 1 over 2. Now looking at this fraction here, even without solving it, we can see that we cannot subtract 1 over 2 from 1 over 6. So what do we need to do? What we need to do is to borrow 1 in form of the denominator of this first fraction that we want to subtract from, in form of the what? The common multiple. That is this 6 here. We're going to borrow in form of 6. That's minus 6 over 6. So 4 minus 6 over 6 will be 3. That is, we are borrowing 1 from this whole number. And that 1 that we are borrowing, we are going to add it to this 1 over 6 fraction. So we add 1 over 6 plus the fraction that we have borrowed minus 1 over 2. Now that these ones are having the same denominator, 6, so we can just add up directly. That's 1 plus 6 minus 1 over 2. So 1 plus 6 will give me 7 over 6 minus 1 over 2. Now in this case now, I can now find my LCM. As we've already found the LCM earlier, we know that our LCM is what? Is 6. So I will write this. 6 in 6 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7 minus 2 in 6 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. So I'm going to be having 4 over 6. Now this 4 over 6, I can still simplify further by dividing by 2. 2 can go in 4 how many times? 2. 2 can go in 6 how many times? 3. Now I'm going to add up my whole number with the fractions that I've gotten now. So our final answer will be 3 whole number, the fraction 2 over 3, which is still the same thing as the answer we have here. Let's proceed to the fourth example. So using the first method, we multiply the whole number with the denominator and we add it to the numerator. That is 3 times 4 plus 4 over 4 minus 2 times 3 plus 1 over 3. So this will be 12 plus 4 over 4 minus 6 plus 1 over 3. 12 plus 4, that will give me 16 over 4 minus 7 over 3. Now, our LCM using the repeated division method, this will be 1, 3 in 3 is 1, 4 in 4 is 1. So my LCM is going to be 4 times 3, and that will give me 12. So 12 is my LCM here. So I'm going to divide the LCM by the denominators given here. 4 can go in 12 how many times? 3. 3 times 16. Minus 3 can go in 12 how many times? 4. 4 times 7. 3 times 10 is going to give me 8. Plus 4 times 1 is going to give me 28. Now 48 minus 28, that's going to give me 20 over 12. Now we can still simplify further by dividing by 4. 4 can go in 20 and also go in 12. So 4 in 20 is 5 over 4 in 12 is 3. So this is our answer in fraction, and we can still express this in mixed fraction. So to re-express this fraction in mixed fraction, we can take our long division, or you solve directly if you have already known your division. So we have 3 can go in 5 how many times? 3 can go in 5 just once. Remainder 2 divided by what? By 3. So 1 whole number 2 over 3 is going to be my final answer.